Hey, good morning, all. This is Jayaram. Welcome to Almus Market Morning. We had some significant economic events yesterday. European Central Bank left rates unchanged, but President Lagarde did not sound as dovish as expected. Market has been pushing up the Eurozone yields higher based on higher inflation numbers and expecting ECB to hike rates in 2022. This helped euro to rally nearly 1% from the lows. GPP and DOD also moved in sympathy. Bank of Japan also left rates unchanged, but higher inflation there has led yen to gain moderately. Once again, short-term yields are moved higher, while long-term is either steady or lower, leading to flattening of yield curve. This leads to the perception of slowing growth in medium term and rates not going up too high, and that supported gold prices to hold steady at higher levels. I feel it's marking time to break higher above 1810. US GDP first reading on Q3 came at 2%, far less than the market estimate of 2.6%. But investors consider it as a one-off due to effects of Delta variant in July and August, supply chain constraint, and expect vast improvement in the coming quarters due to lower COVID cases, higher vaccinations, and activities opening up. Jobless claims also came lower, indicating improving the labor market. We have core PCE price index data today, which Fed looks at for their policy decision. Month on month is expected to drop by 0.1%, while Iran is expected at higher at 3.7%. The overall inflation at these levels is not a comfort for investors. Broad dollar index seems headed lower as US yield curve flattens. China's Evergrande avoided another default by making another coupon payment. As far as commodities are concerned, while coal prices have corrected well, natural prices have started some correction, falling more than 8% yesterday after Russian President Putin assured adequate supplies of energy. Crude prices still hold above crucial support. USD in a short-term move is driven by flows, inflows for IPOs and outflows from FIs selling of stocks. On a more medium term, expect oil price trend to determine the direction as well as trend in yields of Euro and USD, since that will determine whether investors unwind their carry trades. Near-term range is pegged at 74.70 to 75.10. Thank you.
Okay, morning. This is Shikhar Garg filling in for Mr. Pankaj Rathi. And as many of the participants would say, TGIF, we definitely want to thank God it's Friday. To begin, we'll talk about a bit on the new and heavily discussed topic of billionaire tax. Senate Finance Committee Chairman Ron Wyden has put up a detailed proposal on billionaire taxing as the Democrats are seen scrambling for ways to cover the USD 2 trillion spending. The proposal, if followed through, would likely eliminate the ability to defer the capital gain taxes, imposing multi-billion tax on these billionaires. Now, what this capital gain taxes as of today was that if they sell any of their assets, they would be taxed on their capital gains. But with this new proposal, they'd be eliminating the ability to defer these taxes and would bring in multi-billion dollars over the decades for the government to fund the spendings. Now, such moves would have definitely had some sort of counter, and we've seen a lot of billionaires, especially the newly zooming past Jeff Bezos billionaire, Mr. Elon Musk. They have their own bits and opinions on this particular tax bill, which was proposed by the Democrats. On the debt market front, we've seen a strange period coming in while the debt markets awoke from the long slumber over the past few months. Now, we've seen some bit of very dramatic and strange movements. One of those is the negative term premium, the extra compensation. Basically, the bond traders ask for the longer term maturities have gone negative. It is a bit interesting with the usual norm being of charging premiums as the uncertainties continue to soar high. But we've seen the unexpected. On the other front, we are already seeing the short-term yields soaring while the long-term yields continue to be muted on the downside action. On the cryptos front, the altcoins or the alternative coins as we refer have taken the center stage. Ether, Polkadot, Solana, these are a few cryptocurrencies which have rallied, while the also notorious Bitcoin was found having a flash crash of $3,000 approximately for a very short period of time. Ether is also gaining a lot of momentum because of the decentralized apps or dApps as we say, as well as the smart contracts. Now, this is something growing a lot along with the metaverse of Facebook we have been reading about. On the domestic front, Mr. Shaktikanta Das has been reappointed for that matter, for the next 3 years again, as we see a lot of volatile movements in the equity markets for the domestic or the Indian nation. That's it for today. Thank you.